So, Ange, tell us what exactly are we doing? What is this about?
That's a good question. So, the WISE Retirement Podcast will have an acronym for WISE is well-being, investing, saving, and earning. So, we're talking about wellness, finances,
Mm,
income, expenses. We're talking about those things as a whole
yeah,
for our listeners and ourselves. And we want to not only target our 40 and up crew, but their children and their because
exactly,
once you get in your
exactly,
50s, you might have some grandchildren, honestly.
exactly,
So
exactly.
this information we're sharing is not just for us, it's really
Right.
for our family. I'm excited and we want to build a community where people feel engaged in this conversation. We want to be comfortable. And there's really only one way to do that, and that's planning for it. So this podcast is to help us plan for a comfortable retirement.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you the thing that I've learned so many things in the short window that we've been working on this, but the thing that I find that has resonated with me is that there's a money mindset. You have to
It is.
make the effort to mentally prepare yourself.
Right. Like, who taught us to be mentally prepared? Nobody.
Who taught us? Who taught us? But another thing that's kind of resonated with me was Jack Howard, who is with Ally, and the quote says, which has stuck with me, which is, "Thoughts create your emotions, and emotions create your behavior." If you're not accustomed to thinking a certain way, emotionally, you'll never be able to do the behavior in a positive way. I thought that's powerful.
So this idea of of not having enough money first came to me a few years ago when I realized I'm almost 60 and I don't have enough saved for my retirement. And I thought, "Oh my God, what am I going to do about it?" And the podcast came to me, the idea that I can help myself and help somebody else
Right?
like came to me. So then I was like, "Okay, I don't want to go on this road alone." Who did I call? Reg.
Yeah, yeah. You did call me. This is what I will also say, adding to that. Ange periodically, first of all, Ange and I have known each other forever. We went to college together. And Ange periodically, probably over the past 30 years, will reach out every couple years with grand ideas.
Oh,
And, but I will say that this one in particular resonated because of what she said. I don't know anybody in our age bracket who is thoroughly prepared.
of course, of course. You can't not know the value of a college friend, right? We met almost 40 years ago and in college. And I remember, I think Reg and I were working at the same company, and Reg actually asked to borrow some money. And at first, I was taken aback because I let a friend from high school borrow money. They didn't pay me back. So
She,
I thought
she
about
said,
it
high school.
and I assessed his integrity and I said yes. And it was like $50 or $100, something like that.
Woo.
And Reg paid me back. That that's all I needed, right? So that's why I trust Reg and think he's a great person to co-host with.
Well, look, I appreciate that. I tell you, every time you tell that story, I chuckle because I do not remember it. But look, in all transparency, I'm glad that it happened in the way that it did.
Yeah.
Because I think when you and I spoke before, you said one thing that I thought was so true. You remember the people who pay you back, but you especially remember the
Yeah.
ones who don't. So,
Am I right?
so it's so true. So when she said that, it resonated because I'm thinking to myself, man, I know every person I've given money to who's never given it back.
Facts. Right.
So, and I also have this thing too when it comes to money as I've gotten older. If I give it to you, I consider it a gift. If you give it back to me, then I'm thankful to get it. But I'm not giving it back to you with the expectation. I'm not giving you so much money that I have the expectation that I'm going to get it back. I'm giving it to
Yep.
you. It's a loan in your mind. So if you give it back, that's fine. But in my mind, it's a gift. Look.
I love
Here
that.
you go.
It yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's a gift. That's how I've come to look at it too. If I'm willing to part with it, it's a gift. I'm not expecting it back. If I get it back,
right,
cool.
right.
Uh, but you probably won't get any more money from me though.
That part, as you have said, you especially remember the people who don't pay you back. Oh, that is so true, so true. I'm glad to be along for the ride. I think our friendship, the lasting part of our friendship shows that I think this is something that we could probably get a lot out of. I think we can bring a lot of people to the table with this and help. Hell, it's been helping me. I think I told Ange
Yeah.
I hadn't really been a person where I spent a lot of time doing a real savings plan. But
Mm.
since we've been doing these interviews, I've started, every paycheck, 10% right at the top goes in the bank,
Are
10%.
you serious?
Yeah. And so it was, I don't know whether it was the conversation with Steve or Dr. Kimbrough, whoever it was,
Mm.
it hit me.
Mm.
I'm like, you know what? I do put money to the side, but I don't have a plan for doing it outside of
Mm.
what I invest.
401k.
401, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So
Mhm.
as it relates to personal stuff, yeah, I had no real plan. My whole thing was, okay, I have this money and whatever I have in my checking account, when I get paid again, okay, I didn't use it, so I'll throw it in savings, that kind of stuff. It
Right.
was
Like,
no plan to it.
I mean, how many of us live like that? Right.
Right. Right. Right. Right. And so now it's just, you know what? Off the top. Then you don't see it. So at that point, then you can begin to budget it,
Right. My
which is
non-favorite
something.
word of the
Yeah,
day.
right. The thing that you hate to do so much of is budgeting. Yeah, I mean, not do it, but you hate the word budgeting.
Doesn't it just like, ugh, like, okay, but you know what? I get it. I'm gonna use another word for the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Purpose
It does
spending.
have it
Something.
has a sense of formality to it, and you kind of want it to be more casual. That way, it doesn't feel like it's so permanent.
Oh, right. Or make it feel like it's something I control and it's not controlling me.
Right.
That
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm gonna stop you right there and just tell you it's all mental.
it's
It's all,
all in the mind. Get
it
get
is
out of your
all
mind,
mental.
get out of your head, and get in the bank. Get that money.
Abs- yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, that said, if you got anything, reach out. We'll be more than happy to try to fit it in the show and find some answers for you along the way. So,
Yes. Tune in, tune up. Let's go.
welcome to the ride.